The idea of reducing restrictive practices around people is something that's becoming more and more popular, not just in the UK, but around the world. And that's a good thing. Where there's an issue around the Studio 3 approach and my colleagues is, we're sometimes accused as being, kind of woolly, crazy, putting people at risk because we don't believe in holding people down on floors or locking them in rooms. And that's actually not us. So the idea about this book was actually to start talking about the practicalities of what we do. And for me, the idea of giving people choice and control when they're very frightened and stressed is actually a safety issue. Do you really hold someone down who's 6 foot and angry? Or do you try to see the trauma and take a few steps back? So the idea for me about reducing restrictive practices is, this is a philosophy and approach that really is at the spine and the heart of the entire organisation, which I'm proud to be associated with. Containing and isolating someone in a locked room that they can't get out of doesn't really require a lot of explanation. I am sick and tired of people talking about containment areas and safe zones. What they really mean is, we're going to put you in a room that you can't get out of until you calm down. Now, for me, the whole concept of seclusion is something that needs to be thought of and changed. When I first trained as a psychologist in the UK, seclusion was defined in mental health services as a very specific room. Recently, I've been looking at articles and reviews in different countries where they're actually naming rooms in schools that are lockable as seclusion rooms. Is that how far we've come these days? Are we really serious that we want to justify doing that to individuals? On a very practical note, and I put it in my book, when you're stressed and you're frightened and you're scared, most people don't want to isolate themselves in a darkened room. They actually feel claustrophobic and they want to get out into open spaces. Now, I'm not saying that applies to every individual I support, but the vast majority. So to me, it's not just about a scientific argument, it's a moral argument as well. We have to come up with alternatives. The more we justify things like this, the more we use them.